Hi, I am Kedger on two wheels and just look at this sight. I'm on the ride with Trailout, the guys that did with which I did the riding course, the off-road riding course. And I love going into the hills from this road. Just look at this awesome sight. And through the tiny lens of the GoPro, it doesn't really show how awesome this particular vista is. Where we're going, the Cape, is right over there at the very tip. There's a building there that just went off-site. That's where we are going now. And that's the pilgrimage spot. And the pilgrimage usually goes through this particular road. And when there's a sunny day, this is absolutely gorgeous. When there's a stormy day, it's also pretty cool because the clouds hit on that hill and then they come down the hill. So even during stormy weather, this is quite an awesome sight. And no, you cannot go riding there. That's a protected landscape. Because these dunes feed these beaches. And if you destroy these dunes, these beaches are going to go away. Because there will be no more sand going back in. And speaking of sand, in this particular stretch of road, there's always sand. In fact, when I got my first car, the very first ride I did, I went to pick up my girlfriend, which is now my wife. I went to pick up Katerina, and we actually got stuck there in the sand the very first time I rode my car. I just went from the dealership home, and then home picked her up and came here for a drive and got stuck in sand over there. In the middle of the road. Deep sand. Awesome. So yeah, these are the roads you guys know from the test drives. Test rides. Because these are awesome, and there's a pretty good reason they're pilgrimage spots for bikers, because these are fantastic roads for bikers. Even though this particular one is beginning to show signs of wanting to have some maintenance, it's still pretty cool. Even with all the pedal pushers, which most of them during Sunday mornings, they know bikers come here, so they usually tend to keep to the right. So that's the cool ones, and you give them a wide berth. Then there's always the dick ones who usually just ride in the middle of the road and screw everyone else. But they're frankly in the vast minority. But it only takes one to ruin a ride or to get someone killed. Now, the only thing I don't like about group rides is that you have to pace yourself to the rest of the group, which means I can't go my own way because I'm in a group ride, which can be a bit annoying every now and then. For example, now we are being limited by that 250 or 125 up ahead, and by the cars, because if you have to overtake a car, if it's just one guy, it's easy. If it's a caravan, then things get a little bit more complicated, because you can't just shoot past and everyone overtakes at a different pace. Bikes are different too. Ah, crikey. Oh, cool guy. He just ran off the road to help us. Just say thank you to the guy. The man just clearly jumped off the road to let the bikers pass. Tell me, in what other country do you see this? Because he's resumed driving. He literally jumped off the road to let the biker caravan get past. Awesome. Fantastic. Oh well, that should be about it. Probably after the outro you'll see more riding. Maybe not, maybe yes. Most likely, at the very least, me arriving up there. Oh, I know what I'm going to say. Oh look, the dicks are here. Yeah, let's go around a blind bend going side by side. Idiot. It's cool if you want to ride today. Cool, just go single file on the right. If we were a truck and we were going fast, you'd be splattered all over the curb. Okay, so yeah, I remember the thing I just talked about in the Portuguese thingy. Some guy in Portuguese, actually, not in English, accused me of being very rich because I got 2 bikes. Okay, I'm not dissing the guy because I understand the feeling. I get that every now and then also. And from the way he wrote, I think he's Brazilian, and in Brazil bikes are ridiculously expensive. Okay, just take the price of your bike and double it, and that'll be almost what bikes cost in Brazil because of taxes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Every time they tell me the price of a bike there, I just cringe. They're more expensive than cars in your country usually are. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so the guy said, oh, he must be really rich because he's got 2 bikes. No, I'm like most of you are going paycheck to paycheck. But how did I do that? Simple. My wife started working for, oh, hang on, I got a problem. We call it Bimbi. It's actually the brand is Vorwerk, or Vorwerk. It's a German brand. It also sells something like some kind of vacuum cleaner, but this is a food processor. It's an automatic food processor. Well, basically, you got a book with recipes, and it says something like, put 200 grams of meat, wank, and then now put it on speed 4, 80 degrees for 10 minutes. You just program it and it will just do the food for you. You just have to plunk things in and press buttons. It's awesome. For tech guys and people who don't know how to cook, it's just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so she's working for that too now, the second job. And that's payments usually by commissions, meaning you get a percentage on or a set fee per sale. Even though the whole point of it is just to show the machine marketing, basically. But yeah, so that makes the payments for the bike. Normally, every month she'll earn enough to pay for the monthly bike. If she doesn't do it in 1 month, she'll probably do it on the next month, double and stuff like that. So she bought the bike for herself. So I kind of lied. The bike is not mine. I said this is mine. No, it's not. It's hers, and she's paying for it. So that bike is hers, not mine. That's why I don't ride it that much. Respect, right? I ride it a bit to make sure it keeps running. And did someone just crash? No, they're just parked. So yeah, that's the thing. The only thing I'm trying to do is get her to go into the demos with the machine on the bike, but the machine doesn't fit the bike because it's really big. It's like this, the bag in which it comes, because you have to bring all the accessories, it's like this wide and this deep. So it's kind of like a pizza box, and I'm not going to put a huge pizza box on the back of a chopper. That would be sacrilege, not to mention fucking stupid. So yeah, that's that issue. Otherwise, if I ever manage to do that, and even so, I do something like, hey, you go get a demo with Cage Arena. Your wife in Cage Arena will be happily making food in the kitchen, and we will go on the rides during the meantime, because the demo goes like for 2 hours. Sometimes it stretches on for as much as 4 hours, but that's when the ladies start talking, and you know how ladies are when they start talking. They don't know how to shut up. Okay, I can do this here. There's a car incoming. That's when it pays to know the road. So yeah, that would actually be cool. Hey, dude, get your wife to watch one of Cage Arena's demos, and you and I will go ride in the meantime. Just don't be surprised if when you return your wife wants to buy one of those machines, but that's the usual thing to happen, because it's real. I have had three, and I have 2 of those, because it's one for the demo, one for the home, and I actually cook on that. That's basically the only way I cook. Do you guys cook? This is turning into a bit of a rambling random vlog, but yeah, do you guys cook for yourselves or for your family? I don't, because I'm not really skilled at it. Actually, I suck at cooking. So I kind of gave up, because she knows how to cook and I don't, so I kind of gave up. And it's just the best for everyone. For the peaceful of the home, I'd better not cook. But on that machine I managed to cook it, and, well, since it's a set recipe, it's like a program, and it always comes out the same. Since it always comes out the same, I end up cooking just I actually did a really silly thing, which was I took a picture of the recipe book with a couple of the recipes I like, so I know the ingredients, and I just go into the supermarket and look at the recipe and say, I need this, 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 and this, and just bring it on. I don't even know what I have in the house, so I just buy the ingredients for that particular meal and just go and cook it. Yeah, when she's not home and I have to cook for the kids, it's always an adventure. They kind of like it though. Not the baby. That kid eats anything. I could give him a couple of nails and a screwdriver and he would eat that happily. But the baby's a bit nuts. Yeah, so rambling aside, we've done almost all the road at a very leisurely pace with me not shutting up and going completely random. And I have to review this very carefully and see if I really want to keep this vlog, because I think I made no sense for most of it. But yeah, 100% random vlog. Pager out. Oh, in the meantime, we picked up a couple of other caravans. So there's these guys, which are us. No, hang on. I can't turn around, not here, because here we are going to be turning left. So that's our caravan, and the guy who's actually organizing this is a bit confused. And then we picked up this caravan, which might or might not be a caravan. Probably not, just random guys. So it's now a mess. It's a mess of bikes. The guys organizing this are probably having fits now, because where are the bikes that were supposed to come with us? It's confusing. One caravan went that way, we went this way. Yeah, Sunday mornings here are always confusing, and especially because it's been raining hard for a couple of weeks and everyone's itching to get their bikes out. Most bikers don't really winterize their bikes here, because there's always... This is a completely typical winter day in Portugal. It's cold, 15 degrees Celsius. Well, it's not that cold now, but today early in the morning was like 9 degrees, which is whoa, really cold. You Nordic types are probably laughing your asses out, because you probably call this a pretty good summer day, but for us this is winter. It's cold, but it's sunny, clear blue skies, perfectly normal, perfectly typical winter weather. And then it rains for a couple of days or a week, and then we have a couple of days or a week of this. So we don't really winterize our bikes, just plunk on some extra clothing and off we go riding. Generally. Last year we didn't have any, or barely any, of these days. It was raining the whole time. The year before that, which was when I started riding, we barely had any rain during the winter. We actually had an extreme drought event during the winter, which was hilarious if it wasn't so grave for people who actually depend on weather for their sustenance, like farmers. But yeah, that's why in the middle of winter in December we have so many bikes on the road. Every day is a biking day here, and we are arriving. Yeah, these guys are taking photos because this is quite a sight here. I have to come here and take a picture of that, especially at night, because the lighthouse makes quite a spectacle here. There are a lot of pictures I want to take. Oh, there's a cool... Whoa, don't look sideways here. That's a cool trail to go on a bike. It's a bit iffy because there's a big rut in the middle. At least for my bike that would be a bit iffy, but I can do that easily. Even on my road tires I could do that. Like, it's kind of like going this way. It's really not that bad. My only issue with going on these adventures alone, because I don't really have anyone to go riding off-road with me, is that what if I get stuck? How the fuck am I going to get out? I don't want to drop this one. And when you go off-road, you are going to drop your bike, and I'm not really into that. I'm not into scratching my little baby. But it is going to happen one day. I am curious about going around these trails. Look, there's trails going around those hills. See though? Can you see the scars? Many of these trails are actually fire breaks. So they go at weird angles. Sometimes going straight up or straight down the sides of the mountain. Other times just zigzagging around, because they are fire breaks which are built as the firemen are literally making roads so they can bring their machinery here and there to clean up the forests. But yeah, I'm curious about those trails and I want to try them out. And to try them out, I have to ride them, and to ride them, I have to go on an adventure. And to do that, I'm going to drop my bike, and that's going to be expensive. So that's why I haven't done it yet, but I will eventually. Okay, we have arrived at Cabo de Roca. That's a tourist house. Oh look, a monkey! A Honda monkey, and MSX 125. Americans call it the Grom. I'm really disappointed I didn't get to do the test ride on it. I actually got an offer, but I thought, never mind. But I'm really sad I didn't do it. Hey, Duke 390, because that's a really fun bike. I haven't yet met anyone who rode that with a serious face. It's impossible to ride one with a serious expression. So yeah, whoa, this is a lot of bikes today. Where are we gonna park? Watch the car! Oh man! Where are the Trailout dudes? Super sports everywhere. Okay, feet down. Let's wait a bit, see where we're going to park. Oh, there's Trailout guy. I know that girl. Where do I know that girl from? I know her from... don't remember. Probably people I see for work and stuff like that, or around the streets. So where is Guerra? Well, I think we're going to have to find a way to park here. So there he is. He's parking there. I'm just running out of time because Kajarina was going to come with me, but she's feeling a bit sick and she called me, and even though she told me to go have fun, I think she's gotten worse from the sound of her voice. I've been mulling about it and I think she's not better, so I think I'll be cutting this short and going back there. Let's just block this laguna here. Tourists are going like, what? What is going on here? Yeah, tourist guys should really tell them that Sundays are not a good place to come here for tourism, because there will be this, like my Christmas decorations, and this is my LED lamp, which I've been raving about. It looks great. Well, yeah, now that's really it. Gujarat.